So VRchat is an application that I like a lot, mostly because it's just really nostalgic for me. There's places that I can go to that remind me of my childhood. They remind me of games of yesterday that I really enjoyed. And it's just something else to step into those worlds. It really blows your mind. I'm all about immersion. I've always said that on this channel. Immersion is like key. When I was playing EverQuest Online Adventures back in the day, I felt like I was in the game. I was interacting with the world, with the people in the world. I just felt really drawn into it. And it's just something that I haven't really been able to experience again until VR came around, which is why I'm really hopeful that somebody someday might actually get EverQuest Online Adventures, just the worlds ported over into VRchat, because, well, I'd love to hang out in Kinos and Surefall Glade and Hollis and all of those places, but that's not really what the majority of people are doing in VRchat. And I noticed right away that there was just this stark contrast between me and most of the other people in this game. Most of the people in this game, they're playing as furries or they're playing as anime characters and whatever. And I noticed that they all stand in front of mirrors and they talk and they do their own thing. And it's just not, it's not what I want out of it. And it's just a very different feel. Every time I walk into a place that's public, I shake my head in front of the mirror and walk back out because it's not my crowd. It's not what I want to do. And, you know, I know there's people who are aware of the seedy individuals that are in VRchat. There are many predators here. Every time I go into a public world, especially if I'm playing a cartoon character or like a character from a video game back in the day, something that has like a childlike appeal to it, you'll pretty quickly gather creepers around you. And it's really unsettling. And just about every time I go into a public world, I see one just hanging around people with a creepy avatar, a creepy name. There's avatars that don't appear in front of mirrors. You can't tell that they're there. And yeah, it's just kind of a predator's paradise. But one of the things that I'm not sure people are aware of is that there's quite a few worlds, probably. I've only seen a couple so far, but there are worlds that the creators are questionable. The stuff that they put inside of their worlds are very questionable. If you have ever studied the occult or you've ever looked into things that are evil, well, stuff just kind of stands out to you, man. Like, for example, there's a world called the Bus to Nowhere, and this is a very popular world. And I've been in there, I don't know how many times, just hanging out. And I never really went into the bathroom until the other day. And when I went into the bathroom, immediately I was hit with two images that just had me say, what the fuck? Now, I don't know if you guys know anything about Pizzagate. There's a whole rabbit hole for you to go down there. And honestly, I don't really recommend it because it's absolutely vile and disgusting. But to stand here and see these two images put together, right? With a Grinch making like a Masonic hand sign, talking about people's butts, that's a little unsettling, right? And you know, you might just write this off, oh, it's nothing, but I don't think it is. I think that the person who put that there knows exactly what they were putting it there for. And if this doesn't convince you that there might be some weird predator activity going on with the creators of these worlds, well, all you have to really go into is Adrift and you'll see some straight up occult symbolism. And the first time I went into this place, I had people that I had met at the Blockbuster, and they took me in there. And it was incredible at first, and then I looked around a little bit. The first thing I noticed was the all-seeing eye standing out. And not just, you know, an eyeball, but the pyramid eyeball, which is something that I know is a symbol for Satan, which is in the back of the dollar bill, right? The whole conspiracy land, right? Well, that stuff is true. Whether you believe that it's true or not, it's true. It's very Masonic, it's very occultic, and here it is in Adrift, one of the largest worlds in the game. And this place, it's stunning. First of all, you jump very high. It's just a lot of fun here. But it's marred by the symbols of evil. And if anybody doubts that these symbols are evil, well, I can stand right here, and I can look up, and lo and behold, yeah. what do you know? It's the Georgia Guidestones. A symbol of absolute evil, which, by the way, I think somebody blew them up or something. I don't know. There's a whole conspiracy in that, whether or not that was something that they did, quote unquote, or the public took it upon themselves to finally get rid of that disgusting garbage. But here it stands. It's here. It's in a drift. And if you know anything about it, you know that it's profoundly evil. There is nothing about this crap that isn't evil. And like I said, these are just two examples, man. I'm sure there are people who have played this game for longer than I have, and they've seen things that are a little unsettling. Stuff that just kind of stands out like, maybe that shouldn't be there. What are the motivations behind the people who develop this world? And what really starts to stand out is, man, these guys are talented. They're programmers, and they know what they're doing. So this evil, it goes pretty deep, right? And you can watch a bunch of different Christian videos on evil in video games. There's a few of them out there. There's more than a few, but they're right. They're right that there's absolutely a satanic influence, a pedophilic influence, and just filthy, disgusting crap that people gather in college, I guess, and then they go into the field and they bring it with them. They think it's really cool. I don't know, man. Edgelords have always existed. There's always going to be people who think it's cool to go against the grain. It's just filth. It's disgusting. If you have kids and they have anything to do with VR, keep them far away from VRchat. I'm going to tell you right now, there is nothing for them in there that they should be bothering with. I don't care if they want to go hang out in the Minecraft world, whatever. Just let them play Minecraft, okay? Hopefully Minecraft will come out with their own VR game. I don't know, maybe it's already out. I'm not that big into it. But do not let your children anywhere near this space, okay? If you are an impressionable person and you do not know the Lord Jesus Christ, I highly advise that you do not come into this place, because it's basically a breeding ground for grooming of all sorts of bad behaviors. Drinking, drugs, sex, all sorts of symbolism everywhere. And I'm not saying that you can't go into this place as an adult or somebody who knows the Lord and you're on a good, solid foundation. I'm not saying you can't come in here and find things to do, but this is a creeper's paradise. It's that simple. There are disgusting people here. Just like the internet, it's just kind of an unfiltered Wild West where people kind of go crazy. And if you're going to step into this place, I don't know, I just feel it laid on my heart to warn you that evil exists here. Now, just as an aside, I was going to Club Orion, which is a dance club. It's like a nightclub. So you're automatically, you got some seedy people in here. They're drinking, they're doing drugs, and whatever. I'm over here doing my own thing, not talking to anybody. And part of the reason why I was in there is, well, I have arthritis basically in my entire body. Just about every bone in my body. My great-grandmother had rheumatoid arthritis. My aunt has it. I haven't gotten any testing done in years. But they had told me, yeah, you've got it here, there, blah, blah, blah. So I hurt, man. And to get up and dance, you would think that's the last thing you want to do with arthritis, but no, it actually helps. It helps to get movement and not sit around, because you just get more and more stiff. And my cats are flipping on in the kitchen if you can hear them scratching around. Anyways, so I'm in there, I'm dancing, I'm getting my workout, etc. And I hear this guy talking to 3 or 4 girls next to me, and he's bragging about how he slept with the pastor's wife of this church. And basically the guy, he destroyed his entire life on purpose and scattered his flock and shut down his church. And they're just giggling, oh my God, it's so funny, blah, blah, blah. And I got so pissed off that I turned on my mic and I just bitched him out. I'm like, look, when shit hits the fan, you deserve to be here, dude. There's going to be an economic collapse, and I want you to remember the nasty garbage that I just heard you say, because you deserve to be here. And, not a good day for me. Not the highest point of my walk with the Lord. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have lashed out that way. Maybe give the guy the gospel and tell those girls to get the heck away from him because he's a creep. and he's just trying to impress you with garbage. But well, I blew up at him. And then I told him, get away from this creep, and I left. I stormed out of the place, and I didn't go back to that club for months. For months. And I haven't been there on where it's packed again ever since. You know, it really stinks because it was a benefit to me. I was getting a good workout. I was feeling, you know, I was coming out of the VR feeling, yeah, all right. I have a good time. My mood was elevated. And then, you know, I just happened to hear this guy popping off about disgusting crap. So you've just got a lot of nasty people in here, man. It's not just people that are evil that exist here. There are people who are making worlds that are evil that exist here. And you need to be aware of it, man. It's just, it's an unfortunate situation. It's just part of our reality. And, well, because it's part of our reality, it's also part of our virtual reality. So I'm going to kick it over to you guys now. Let me know what you think about this down in the comment section below. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. God bless.